65 Ways to Build Happy, Lasting Relationships. It seems that when relationships are faced with challenges, people quit trying. The fact is that relationships, whether dating or married, are hard. Things do not always go perfectly, fighting does occur, and it takes a 100% commitment from both parties to make it a success. Often when people break off a relationship, they feel as though something is missing. The spark has gone, leaving one or both people feeling inadequate and unfulfilled. However, even though the odds are not very good, healthy, and long-lasting relationships are definitely possible and proven by many people. What secrets do they possess? They made a decision of choosing to love their mate rather than relying on the warm and fuzzy feelings, which everyone knows will fade. By making love a choice, you are making a decision that even in the bad times, you stick it out. There are hundreds of things you can do to better your relationship. Remember, little steps taken every day will add up to big successes. Start over. When couples first get together, everything is new and exciting. They overlook the little annoying things the other person does. However, after time, the nagging starts. Instead of hearing, they might hear, "Why are you wearing that shirt?" If this sounds like your relationship, first, the two of you need to sit down and be honest that things have changed. Identify the things each other did at the beginning of the relationship that created the attraction in the first place. Then together, make a commitment to start over. The truth is, both of you will have to work on this. It will not automatically be easy, but it is possible. Start by forgiving each other, forgetting the past, and then start over with the flirtation. Focus only on the special things your mate does and relearn to put the unimportant things aside. It will take some time, so be patient. Schedule time. The activity is not what is important but the fact that you are together, doing something that you both enjoy. Just as you would schedule a meeting on your calendar, show some courtesy in the relationship by scheduling time with each other. Once the plan is in place, no backing out unless you have some life and death emergency. The power of touch. When a child is ill, doctors will tell you that it is proven that a simple, loving touch of a parent can quickly pull the child through a crisis. It is the same for relationships. Playing with your mate's hair, rubbing their hand, a soft kiss on the neck, a soft pat on the leg, or giving a gentle back rub will make a huge difference in how your mate responds to you. When was the last time you walked up to your mate for no reason and without saying a word, affectionately placed a kiss on their neck? This is not in a sexual way, but an affectionate way. There is a difference. This is not in a sexual way, but an affectionate way. The next time the two of you are sitting in the car, at the grocery store, or standing in line at the theater, quietly reach over and take their hand. Surprise. When Friday night comes around, insist on driving and head toward the location where the event is taking place. When asked where you are going, simply answer, "I have a surprise for you." Needed space. Try establishing a set time for this very purpose, if possible. For example, perhaps you could determine that every other Friday night as singles night. This is not a time to date other people, but to enjoy preferred activities. Remember that you have to place trust in your relationship. If you try this and then drill them, to see what they did, whom they were with, and where they went, then the exercise has failed. No debates. As an example, if you are a Republican and your mate is a Democrat, politics should probably be avoided. As the two of you identify new topics that could cause a debate session, stop the conversation before it even gets started. Filler talk. Even if you do not understand everything being said, listen with interest. It is not that you are so much interested in the work, but your mate's life. Predictability. If asking couples the factors involved in the demise of their relationship, one of the common responses is that everything in the relationship is so predictable. When rebuilding a relationship, do not be afraid of letting go of boredom. When taking a walk with your mate, stop and give them a soft kiss, say, "I love you," and then keep walking. Lighten up. Often when couples have gone through or are going through some bumpy spots in their relationship, things tend to get serious. It could be that there is a tremendous amount of tension, or perhaps they are not sure what to say. Regardless of the reason, learn to lighten up. If your mate makes a mistake, which you both will let it go, or if appropriate, laugh about it. If you make a mistake, do not be afraid to poke fun at yourself. This will automatically start the process of tension breaking. Communicate. When couples are having problems in a relationship, communication is the first thing to stop. It is often easier to just be quiet than to get mad. When rebuilding relationships, just as communication was the first to stop, it now needs to be the first to start. This will require that both individuals let down their guard and pretty much throw caution to the wind. Healing in the relationship cannot start until you talk. Make an agreement that you will talk about anything and everything and that you will listen, really listen. That does not mean that you will agree with everything, which is perfectly fine. A night of passion. Couples need to enjoy being together in an intimate way. When relationships are troubled, the last thing either person wants is to be sexual or passionate with each other. Make your intimate time together special. Surprise your mate with a warm bubble bath, lighted candles, soft music, and a bottle of wine, or reserve a nice romantic evening at a local hotel to include a wonderful candlelit dinner, fine wine, and a beautiful room. Dinner party. Start a new tradition of hosting a dinner party every other month or two and inviting several of you and your mate's friends. When stress is low, couples get along better. Happy birthday. As people grow older, in general, birthdays become less celebrated. Gifts are quickly given, meals eaten, and it is over. For your mate's next birthday, take some time to plan something very special. Make this a true celebration of their life as a way of showing your love and appreciation. Every person, even adults, like attention and love to be appreciated. Whether a surprise party or not, your mate will be impressed that you went to all the effort just for them. Secret getaway. Plan a nice weekend getaway to someplace off the beaten track where you can enjoy some privacy. A quaint cottage or charming bed and breakfast would be ideal choices. Scout out the area ahead of time and choose a few things that the two of you would like to do in the area, but just be sure to leave plenty of time for you to enjoy some alone time. Order a nice bottle of wine or some hot cappuccino and relax in front of the fire. Make this a romantic weekend where you can rekindle your love. Special greeting. If your mate has to work late and you know he had a bad day, surprise him with a late-night gourmet meal. After he picks himself up off the floor, he will fall in love with you all over again for this wonderful greeting. Have an envelope lying by her plate that when opened, she will read, "This certificate is good for one 30-minute massage after dinner." Just because. Give your mate gifts just because. These do not have to be expensive whatsoever. For example, one woman had a miniature dish collection in her kitchen. Her husband came home and told her that he had a gift for her. Holding out her hand, he gently placed in her hand a miniature porcelain cup with her name neatly written in blue ink. The small gifts packed with thought are far more cherished. Say it with words. If your mate travels for work, place a loving note somewhere in their suitcase. If so, slip a note saying, "I love you," on the mirror where you know they will find it. Cuddle time. When couples first start dating, cuddling is usually a part of their everyday existence. However, as the relationship progresses or after children enter the picture, the cuddling stops. Take some time just to cuddle. This makes both people feel secure and loved. Never? Although they may be shocked, you can be guaranteed that this gesture of love will be appreciated. That kiss. The next time the two of you greet each other, enjoy your kiss and do not be so quick to stop. Be kind to one another. Kindness means looking at the other person's situation and seeing what you can do or add to that situation to make it better or easier. This is a way to validate your respect for each other. Special hobby. It might be that you both love refurbishing furniture. Turn this into an adventure of going to estate sales together to find nice pieces of furniture and then refurbishing them as a team. Another option would be if you have both wanted to learn how to ballroom or salsa dance. This is a great way to make your relationship even stronger while adding in something fun that you both enjoy. Really listen. Get into a habit of listening to what your mate is saying. Not the kind of listening that you do when you go out or sit at the dinner table, but a different kind of listening. Have you ever overheard your mate make a comment to a friend or family member about something they really want to do? Maybe you heard your boyfriend or husband tell a friend that they would love a certain tool. For no reason whatsoever, make a special effort to get that for him. You might have heard your girlfriend or wife mention a spa that they would love to try. Again, without any reason, surprise her. This shows that your mate is really paying attention to things important to you. Be a kid. There is absolutely no reason why couples at any age cannot get into tickling matches or wrestle on the floor. If you have nothing special planned on a Friday night, rent a few games, order in Chinese, plug in the PlayStation, and play games. All decked out. If possible, rent a limousine and have a bottle of champagne chilling before you get in. You will both feel good about yourselves and spending this magical evening together. This is something unique that brings another unexpected twist into the relationship, which keeps things interesting and alive. The two of you will have a romantic night that you will never forget. Split the responsibility. Make this a special time by packing a special lunch or snacks. Perhaps one of you has company coming and the house needs to be cleaned, laundry done, and groceries purchased. Set aside something you need done and offer to pitch in to help. Simply say you want to help and ask which of the jobs you can take over. This gesture will show your mate that you really care by sacrificing your time. Love means having to say you are sorry. If you make a mistake by doing or saying something that is hurtful or damaging to the relationship, say that you are sorry. Many people struggle with these words, even when they know that what they did was wrong. It actually takes a strong person to apologize. You need to let your mate know immediately that you made a mistake and ask for forgiveness. Be yourself. Just imagine if you are really kind of on the silly side, enjoying life to the fullest. Because you are attracted to them, you try to squelch your normal vibrant personality. You are miserable and eventually, the person is going to be exposed to the real you. You have to base any relationship on honesty or it will eventually fall apart. Maintain your health. You might think, what does good health have to do with a good relationship? In reality, it has a lot to do with it. Having a good relationship means having the energy to enjoy getting out and doing things together. When people are tired, they become short-tempered and frustrated. For this reason, it is important to get the right amount of sleep. Good exercise keeps your body in shape for being adventurous together. Taking care of your body and mind will flow over into your relationship and make you a calmer, stronger, and better balanced person. A lot. When in a relationship, compliments are like glue. Make sure your compliments are genuine and based on something you see or hear your mate do. If you have a clogged garbage disposal and your boyfriend or husband is able to unclog it, compliment them on being handy. If your girlfriend or wife takes her mother to the doctor, compliment her on her generosity. Just like the cliché, if you do not have something nice to say, then do not say anything at all. This is very true. Take notice of the good things your mate does and make it known to them that you see and appreciate those things. Realistic expectations. No matter how wonderful and flawless your mate seems, no one is perfect. Be careful about putting someone on a pedestal, especially in the early stages of your relationship. There are going to be differences in opinion, and probably some disagreements. Also, do not assume that your mate knows how you feel or what you think about something. When discussing something important to you, ensure that you both understand the same thing. The reality is that neither one of you is going to know exactly what the other one needs. Leave the baggage behind. Every person on the face of the earth has some kind of history, or baggage, although at varying levels. Even though there are things from the past that are hurtful, and even damaging, learn from those things and come out with a better and stronger person. This allows you to step into a new relationship with better knowledge of what not to do. Leave the baggage from the past alone, focus on today, and look forward to tomorrow. When something goes wrong and the two of you work through it, do not repeat the same mistake. Rather than dive right back into whatever it was you did or said, think before you act. At first, this will take some discipline, but as you see positive results in the relationship, be encouraged that it is working. Go on a date. There are many people in long-term, successful marriages that will tell you they go out on dates every week, which has been a huge bonus for their relationship. Keep the kids out of it. Be honest with your mate and tell them that you are very tired, and while intimacy is important, you would prefer to make sure the kids are in bed on time so the two of you can have some quality time together. This opens an honest line of communication and does not place ill feelings on the kids, especially since it is not their problem to begin with. Listen to how you talk. It might be with short, blunt answers, heavy sighs as though bothered, or with negative remarks. Pay attention to not only your words were spoken, but also the tone in which they are spoken. Making love. Choose a book from the bookstore and try to bring a little excitement into your relationship. Turn the computer off. It might be just surfing, playing games, or getting involved with websites that promote pornography. If you notice that your mate is spending more and more time on the computer, take this as a sign that even if not doing anything wrong, they are choosing to spend the time with the computer instead of you. In other words, use this as a sign that something is missing in your relationship. Follow tradition. Keep some tradition in your marriage, which relates to the vows you took and the fact that marriage is sacred. Treat each anniversary as a celebration of your love and the time spent together. Follow the traditional anniversary gifts and see how creative you can be. Make this fun, exciting, and keep traditions alive. Control your anger. First, when people are angry, hurtful words fly, usually not even meant. However, after speaking, it is too late to take them back, the damage is done. Another problem with anger is that the word divorce can easily be thrown around. You may not mean it, but you know it hurts, thus making you the winner of the argument. Never talk about divorce in your relationship, even if just teasing. Financial woes. When couples are struggling with money problems, tempers flare, frustration builds, drinking may start, and it is an all-around unhealthy situation. The minute there are any signs of financial difficulties, the two of you need to immediately sit down and figure out a plan on how to deal with the problem. If needed, go to see a financial consultant or a credit counseling service to help you get back on track. I forgive you. If something has happened in your relationship causing the trust to waver, you will have many things to work through. When your mate has done something that requires you to forgive, you have to forgive, really forgive. Once you have worked through the issue either together or with professional counseling, and you tell them that you forgive them, you can never hold that over them again. It will not be easy, but you can do it with the right help, attitude, and commitment. Fighting no. While having disagreements is normal and sometimes when controlled, healthy for relationships, the place and degree of discussion are important. Being at a party or anywhere around family or friends and breaking into an argument is a great way to break down a relationship. Not only does it cause embarrassment for your mate, but it also puts a negative light on both of you from the people witnessing the fight. Strong family ties. When in a relationship, not only are you involved with the love of your life, but also the family of your mate. It is important to build a strong, healthy relationship with the families as well. Even if you do not see them often, having a good connection with your mate's family will make a life for everyone much better all the way around. Favorite meal. If your mate has a meal that is by far the favorite above everything else, go all out and prepare everything to order. Before they arrive home, put on something nice and a little sexy, light some candles, and have a wonderful surprise waiting. Trip to the pound. Adopting an animal that needs a home can be a wonderful way to have something that you both can care for and love together. A walk in the park. Spending quality time together where you can talk and just enjoy each other's company is critical to a good relationship. Take this time, talk, watch other people with their kids, and then just walk around, hand in hand. Coupon book. Create a coupon book filled with any number you like of 20-minute massages. Dinner by the fire. Enjoy feeding each other food, sneaking little kisses in between. This wonderful romantic moment will help build your relationship even stronger. The art of gift giving. Everyone loves to be given a gift, especially as a surprise or just because. First, put some thought into the gift. Even if you have a busy schedule, be sure to schedule a time to shop. You give because you appreciate and love, not because you want something back. Fourth, plan what you are going to give. Finally, add the element of surprise into the gift giving. Using this equation is sure to impress your mate and leave a lasting impression. Take pride in yourself. Every relationship goes through downtime. Just because the flame has become a mild flicker, that does not mean you have lost the love for each other, it just means you need to add a little fuel to the fire. When couples have been together for a long time, the makeup comes off, the nice clothes turn into oversized sweats and t-shirts, and instead of cuddling on the sofa or floor, one sits on the couch and the other in the recliner. By taking pride in yourself means that you take pride in your relationship. No jealousy allowed. Trust is probably the #1 element needed in order to have a strong relationship. If one of you masters something special, receives a promotion at work or achieves some great feat, there could be a small spark of jealousy on the other person's side. You need to talk about this and ensure that any feelings of inadequacies are permanently put to rest. Every person needs assurance at some time or another, and as long as you can communicate, things will be fine. Once jealousy enters a relationship, problems are soon to follow. Keep in touch. If you are in a relationship where your mate serves in the armed forces and is overseas or in another state on duty, away in a foreign country for school, or separated from you for one reason or another, it is important that you keep in touch with each other often. The goal is that when you get back together, you can easily pick up where you left off. This is a very important time to provide each other with confirmation of your love and validation of your relationship. While this will require some extra effort on both parts, keep in mind that the separation is not forever. Motivate each other. Find a mutual incentive that will motivate both of you to be the best you can be. Find something that you can both be excited about and then attach some type of reward to the motivation. If one of you has had a dream of writing a screenplay, make that your goal and take that on together. The motivation is that when finished, the two of you will take a beautiful, romantic weekend vacation to some exotic place. The goal could be anything that is important to one person or both, and that can be worked toward completion together. Embrace change. Rather than get upset with each other over change, embrace change. You may not always like the changes that happen, but do not throw away a perfectly good relationship just because the trail starts to wind. Be patient and encourage new directions while being honest about concerns that might arise. Reap what you sow. This is an old saying that goes back a very long way, but it still holds true today. If you sow love, forgiveness, faithfulness, encouragement, honesty, and acceptance, then that is what you will reap. It is definitely true that what you put into a relationship is what you get back. Board games. Pick a night, perhaps on a cold winter night, and just enjoy playing board games. This can be with just the two of you, or with several close friends. Laugh and enjoy having a good time with good honest fun. You will truly be amazed at what this can do for your relationship. No interference. If family members try to get in the middle of fights or debates, that is definite trouble. You might have friends with well-meant intentions trying to help you and your mate solve problems. Although getting another person's perspective is not a bad thing, make sure it is when you ask for it. It is very important to keep integrity in your relationship and not allow people to interfere. Adore your mate. Beyond telling your mate that you love them, that they are special, and having passion in your relationship, you should adore your mate and what they bring into the relationship. What that means is to appreciate and love them for the person they are, faults and all. This is true devotion to your mate and demonstration that you do not take them for granted. Learn more about your mate. Either find a good questionnaire or create one that does not dig up the past, but focuses on discovering other qualities about each other. She had no idea. Change routines. If you are in a routine, for example, of offering your mate a quick peck on the lips before you part ways for the day, try adding a soft, gentle kiss on the neck. You can be assured that throughout the day, that change in routine is what will be on your mate's mind. Dance. Keep in mind that to accomplish this, you can stay home and simply move some furniture out of the way, light some candles, and put on your favorite soft music and enjoy some quiet, romantic time together. Sunrise, sunset. Too often people miss the beautiful miracle of a sunrise or sunset. Appreciate what nature has to offer and share it with each other. Explorations. Find something you are both interested in exploring and do it together. For example, if you live in a place where there are caves, make a day of driving around and exploring caves. Respect privacy. When two people come together in a relationship, each person has their own set of history. There are yearbooks, maybe love letters from first love, other objects that may not seem important to one person but to the owner, they have a special meaning. It is important to respect the privacy of your mate's stuff. Instead, allow them to bring those things out if they feel it is necessary. By helping yourself, you are disrespecting something sacred to your mate, which is not healthy for any relationship. No place for abuse. If your mate shows aggression or any form of abuse toward you, seek counseling for both of you immediately to try to work through things. If your mate refuses to go, even if it is hard, leave. Spirituality. Statistics show that couples that spend time in church together usually have strong relationships. Allow the love of God to be your ultimate guide and spend time having devotions together at night. Encourage friendships. Men, unlike women, have a more difficult time developing close friendships with other men. This is a natural part of life, and while they may have some buddies from high school or college that they see on occasion, rarely do they set specific time aside just for friends. Confidentiality. Women are usually blessed with the gift of gab, making it easy, sometimes too easy, to talk to other people. Keep the information shared to you by your mate in 100% confidence. All it takes is one time of spilling private information for the entire relationship to suffer. As you can see, relationships take work.